What's up, guys? Gemma and Jess here, and back again for another episode of Two Girls, One Gaming Topic. Just got in from work, can you tell? The show where we talk about random things. This playlist is very ad hoc, minimal editing, and as ever, you guys add lots of value by commenting on the topic below. Playlist is also below as well. This has been actually quite fun recently, and I will say that I've really enjoyed doing it. It's been such a laugh, but we minus our coffee today.
I know.
We're minus the
It's
coffee.
brewing right now.
It's brewing,
but you couldn't wait.
This is the truth, I'm impatient. But we got a nice coffee after, but parking that to one side, we want to talk about, well, the catalyst for this video really is Sonic Forces, isn't it?
Well, you want to talk about it.
Yeah, and it kind of piqued my intrigue this week when you actually said you were going to go off and play it on your own PlayStation 4. And you actually have quite a bit
Am I supposed to play it on yours?
No, because mine's that, well, you kind of downstairs, the one downstairs if you want.
No. I like to chill out in bed and play it.
No joking. And I played it at EGX with my friend Fran in September, so, but it's kind of led me on to wondering...
Oh, your friend? Now she's just your friend?
Where is the Sonic franchise going? So, for you, Sonic Forces was the first time playing it. What did you kind of think, like, all jokes aside? What do you think?
I'm sorry, I can't take you seriously.
Why?
Today. You just went...
What do you think? That was my get in the mode.
I can't. Okay, all seriousness, I thought it was a bit geared towards children, and I didn't like how it went from first person kind of west. I guess it's third person, right? Because you can see the back of the character as you play, but it's so close to the screen it feels like it's a first person to me. Yeah. And then it swaps to side scroll, and I just think, oh, you're killing me. Just like pick one. I mean, maybe people like that aspect, but for me, I didn't. I want to get in one mode and stay that way. Absolutely. You know, and I just felt like the cutscenes are really long. Don't need all that.
Yeah. Like, didn't add any value?
No, not really. I mean, it's all about like a storytelling, but not in the way that maybe it would be in, say, The Last of Us. Like, I would never go through a cut screen. Like, I would never skip it in The Last of Us or anything like that, but I definitely was skipping it on this game. Okay. So, and as I said to you, I felt like it's more of a kid's game. Okay. You know? I felt like it would be great for maybe like my nephews. Okay. But, as an adult playing it, I was just kind of like, I wanted that nostalgia of playing it, you know, back on like the Genesis.
Yeah.
And it just seemed like it, I don't know, was geared towards kids.
And I think for me, like, with you saying obviously with the Sega Mega Drive or Sega Genesis.
The Genesis?
With the Mega Drive. With the release this year of Sonic Mania, I think obviously kind of Sonic's come back into the forefront of a lot of people's minds, both from the retro gaming scene, so, you know, those that kind of grew up with the 16-bit consoles, and then of late, like our nephews who weren't around back then, and they only kind of know Sonic as it is now. Right. But I will say, like, having played both of them, for me personally, I think something like Sonic needs to be just left alone, man. Leave it alone. Keep it where it's at its most successful with the side scrolling, less gimmicks, less characters, absolutely no cutscenes whatsoever. Maybe some comic strips or something to kind of patch between various zones if they were to add anything. But I think what Sonic Mania over Forces, what Sonic Mania's proved to me this year is that it works when it's at its core. Side scrolling, the classic music, you know, whereas Sonic Forces, it's not the first Sonic to switch from, you know, camera kind of third person to side scrolling. It's not the first Sonic game to do that. But I think for me, just that whole, when I played it at EGX, I was expecting big things. And I think Fran was as well. And Fran, if you're watching this, definitely post your kind of thoughts on this below. But it didn't really take off for me. I wanted it to be something it wasn't. I wanted Sonic Mania, but thank goodness we do have Sonic Mania. So
I mean, I think it's a fun game to play. I'm not complaining about the game overall.
No, it's not bad.
I'm not giving it like a bad rating. I'm just saying it's just, if I get in one mode, if you get in one mode of play, you know, like third person, then I just want to keep playing in third person. You know, the switching back and forth for me, somebody who gets motion sick pretty easily, it wasn't helping, you know, because you're focused on playing in third person. Like I said though, it was so, it's, to me, even though you can see the character very close to the screen, it's not third person in the same way that Assassin's Creed is the third person. No,
because obviously, like you said, the camera is very, very close to the back of Sonic's head.
Yes,
to the point where you could pretty much just see the top of, you know, his spikes, his spiky scalp.
Or your character, because you make your own character. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that was another thing. I mean, it's alright to make your own, say like Avatar and things like that, but I didn't really need it. I'd rather play as Sonic.
Yeah.
Or one of the main characters that we're used to. And it's not that I don't like change. I have no problem with change. I'm just saying that's what I would prefer personally.
I think, again, with anything like, you know, I mean, like, look at Mario. I mean, from the 16-bit era, obviously Mario, the Mario franchise, the Super Nintendo versus the Sega Mega Drive arguments. I think Nintendo have developed their Mario character. Games, you know, we've got the 3D game that just come out, Super Mario Odyssey, phenomenal game.
Right.
And it works well in 3D and it works beautifully with this side-scrolling classic formula as well. And, like, Nintendo seem to have it nailed when they make significant changes, whereas I think, you know, the Sonic franchise, it's tried to branch out and it's tried to have a little bit of diversity and maybe reach new audiences, but I'm not quite sure how, well, for me, I don't feel that I'm not interested. I just want like Sonic Mania, something like that, and I'm using that because it's a 2017
It kind of sucks
release.
to hear you're not interested though, since I bought you the game.
Oh, I'll play it. I'll definitely play it because it's going to be one that I'll kind of, you know, play with like my nephews and things like that. Something I could take round to my brothers because he has a PS4.
I don't think you can get Ruben to play it because there's no Mario.
Yeah, he's like Mario mad.
He doesn't care.
He is Mario mad. And what's interesting, with you buying it as a Christmas present, like an early Christmas present for me, I posted it out on my Facebook group and a lot of people shared your opinions.
Did they?
Yeah, they weren't really kind of into it. They expected it to be something maybe it wasn't. You know, people had a different opinion, but it was kind of on the same lines as you with that. Probably a little bit of disappointment.
I did see a few in the beginning when you first posted. I saw some comments saying that people expected to be, you know, a longer game. But, but past that,
short,
I think
isn't it?
I've been so busy with work that I haven't been able to see like every single comment on every you know, post you make. But yeah, I did see that in the beginning. And you know, I haven't finished the game, so I can't tell you how long it's taking. But
it wasn't like a £55, 50 quid kind of game. I think it was like retailing at 20 something.
I think I got it for like 23 at Tesco.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Do you think it's worth 23 quid?
For 23 quid, I do. You know, I do for that, because a lot of games are like 50, 60.
What if somebody found it for 30? Would you recommend it for £30?
I think it depends on who they're buying it for. If you're buying it for like, I don't know, somebody that's a preteen or something like that, then it's worth the money.
Possibly, yeah.
If you're buying it for somebody like in between our ages or around there, because we're 5 years apart, then no, you know, it's not worth 30.
Yeah, fair play. I think that's a good way of looking at it. It's always worth knowing what your expectations are.
But I don't think I lost any. Like, I don't feel like I overpaid for it.
No, I think 23 is about right. You know, 20, 23 quid.
It's very fair.
It's bang on. Absolutely bang on. And it's something I will, you know, get into. And I think Jess is going to give it another go. I mean, I kind of came in when you were playing the other night, and you know, just you were stuck on this one bit, which was actually really tricky. Well, it's very much based on kind of like reaction times. You know, navigating left,
I was trying to rush because we were trying to go do something else.
Yeah.
And Gemma came in just as I got to like the very last bit of
this last bit of a level one.
Yeah. And I just didn't have the patience at the time because we were in a hurry. And I said, "Oh, you give it a go." And sure enough, she got it first try.
Yeah, and it was again so much that reaction time.
But you're like a zillion times better at playing video games in general than I am.
Well, that doesn't matter though, as long as you kind of have fun. Like, you kicked my ass at Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and FIFA.
And Mario Kart.
And, well, now that's
I'm very good at Mario Kart.
You are very good at the
and
DS.
We're very friends.
DS Mario Kart. But
I'm much better at DS games,
the console Mario Kart, not as good.
I'm 50-50.
Ooh, it's open to negotiation.
Oh, I don't know.
But let us know in the comment section below, have you played Sonic Forces? Are you considering picking it up? We feel that 20, 21, 22, 23 quid, if you can get it at that price, you're getting a decent game. Don't expect a great deal from it. There's nothing groundbreaking. And like Jess said, the cutscenes definitely don't add any value. You know, with something like that, you want fast gameplay. Let's get straight to it.
Yes, exactly.
You know, straight in there.
I just want to go from one level to the next.
Bang,
I don't
bang,
need
bang,
any
bang,
of that
bang.
other stuff.
Funky, cool Sonic music, and away we go. But let us know in the comment section below. For me, of the 2 Sonic games that have been released this year, Mania is obviously my favourite. Having grown up, I was, you know, a kid in the 90s. So definitely let us know what you think in the comment section below. But Jess, is there anything you want to say? Anything you want to say about Sonic Forces that you've not already said? I think I'm glad you've played it more than me. I like your kind of insight into it, so thank you for sharing it as always. I think if it doesn't grapple you, then that says a lot to me.
Really?
Yeah, there's something about when you know, because you don't play games as much as I do, even though you do play. You know, if I think if you have, you were quite passionate about kind of giving feedback. You were like, Gemma, I'm not quite sure what I feel about this game. And I was like, oh, that's nice that you've even got an opinion on it, because you know, you don't really talk to me about it. So I think it's good. So thank you.
Well, I talk to you about games, but typically we have a, you know, like a difference of the style of games we play.
Definitely.
I'm more into Assassin's Creed than you'll ever be.
You are into Assassin's
Creed,
like that, aren't you?
Yeah. You know, so.
Oh, I think you really like Black Flag.
You've always said that. Why do you keep saying that? Like
we
you've
need
never
to
told
get
me.
Jess on Black Flag on the PS4. I think she'd love it. Or Origins.
No, see, I want to go back to play Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Okay,
fair
enough.
But, and that's a whole nother video.
Yeah, absolutely. So make sure you guys hit like, and definitely check out all the playlists and social media links in the description. It is Friday and I have almost 3 weeks off work now, so be prepared for some awesome content, streams, you name it. Definitely hit subscribe, and thank you as always, hon, for your valued input. Everybody likes to see you here in the playlist, so thank you so much.
No problem.
Appreciate it. Have a beautiful day. Should we say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye.